Alright, so welcome back to IntuitiveTea. This is going to be for Aries. This will be your collective weekend reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Like, comment, and subscribe. More content. So let's see what's going on with Aries this weekend. Eight of Swords been reversed. This is saying that you are coming out of a time of confusion. It's saying there was something going on that you didn't understand, but now you're starting to see this clearly. You're starting to see this situation clearly. It's saying these things will no longer distract you mind-wise. You no longer have to worry about this because, like I said, you're receiving clarity. This could be financial issues. This could be dealing with someone. Actually, I more so feel like it's financial issues though, because it's the Eight of Swords. Usually 8 represents abundance, wealth, prosperity. The Tower card being reversed is saying that there was something you were concerned about happening that didn't happen. So it's saying that's the reason why you have peace now. You're not stressed or worried about this. This situation right here never occurred. It's saying that Tower moment never happened. And that's another sign that I want you to focus on not stressing yourself out until you have a reason to stress, and then still don't stress. But it's saying if you stress before the situation occurs or before you even know what's going to happen, you're going to invite more things to be stressed about or worried about. You're going to receive the energies that you're giving off. So it's saying if you continue to remain stressed, you're going to continue to receive things that cause you to be stressed. So they're saying something this weekend did not hit the fan the way you thought it would. You expected the worst out of a situation that never happened. The Nine of Swords being reversed. This is literally saying something was keeping you up at night, but now you're like you can breathe easier because this situation is either not happening or the situation is going to be better than what you expected. So off the 8 Aries, this is telling you that you need to stop stressing. You need to stop stressing things that aren't happening. It's saying that you need to move forward at this time this weekend. You're going to be presented an opportunity to step out your comfort zone and do something you're passionate about or pursue something that you've been considering doing for quite some time. And this is saying that you need to move forward. This confirmation is saying not to stay in your comfort zone, not to feel like you won't be able to do it because you can. The Knight literally represents movement of some sort. Someone moving forward, things working out in their favor. Let's see. And it's saying it's going to bring you harmony. It's going to bring you joy, happiness, content. This is literally saying you will be emotionally stable after this situation is done with. Like I said, you're not going to receive this destruction that you thought you were going to receive. That conflict is not coming, but it is saying that I do want you to move forward with your goals and dreams. It's saying your happiness is going to come in from doing that, from pursuing it and focusing your energy and your intentions towards the right things. So even see showing on the bottom, you receive the Everything is Fine card. This is the 10 of Swords. This is saying there's literally nothing for you to worry about. So Aries, whatever you're stressing over is saying that you need to release it. You just need to focus on forward movements. Like you need to focus on good things happening to you. It's saying stop expecting the worst because that's really what you're doing. Maybe you were shown one thing or you saw something. And then you interpreted this to be something bad, or you interpreted this to be something that was going to hold you back or hinder you, pose a threat of some sort. It's saying that's not going to happen. So they do want you to start worrying. It's saying choose wisely because you have options available to you now. And this could be also why you're worried. Maybe you thought you were going to make the wrong choice or make the wrong decision. But it's saying if you're following your intuition, everything is going to work out for you. Your intuition is going to tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So it's saying if you followed your intuition before you made that choice, then it's going to work out in your favor. Positive things are coming to you. Fertility, this is speaking on like creating something new ideas. You receive the Knight of Wands with the Fertility card. So this is saying you need to literally move forward with these new ideas. You need to focus on creating this vision that you have for your life, or this vision that you have for yourself. Long-term wise. Temptation, it is saying that you're going to be faced with things. Things are going to be presented to you to test how bad you want these dreams and goals. Things are going to come to you to see and test how much you've grown as well. So if certain people come back or certain situations that you know you've grown from, reappear, it's saying don't fall back into that trap. It's literally telling you you're being tested at this time. So if something seems too good to be true, then it is. If someone comes back pretending to be a certain way that you know they're not, trust your intuition. Same thing with situations, addictions, or habits. It's saying right now you're being tested a lot. And that could also be why you're stressed and worried and concerned. These things that you're going through, it's preparation, it's not punishment. So like I said, if you take these tests in a positive way and you hold positive expectations about what you can receive from this, you're going to receive it. Emotionally withdrawn. So a lot of you is pertaining to romance, for a lot of you is just pertaining to something that had a hold over you for a long time, and I feel like now you're starting to gain your power back, whether that's dealing with a person or that's dealing with something, like actually dealing with something. It's saying that you're moving past it. But for the majority of you with this spiritual union, it's saying that it is an individual. It's a person. You're emotionally withdrawing from this individual for some reason. And I feel like some of the choices have to deal with this relationship. Either you can stay with this person or you can walk away. Is what they're speaking on. New beginnings or the same ones. Like new beginnings and moving forward, or dealing with what you already know is going to happen or occur. So it's saying you have choices. Don't overthink it. Just go off what your intuition is telling you to do. Like if your intuition is telling you that there's something wrong with this individual, then there's something wrong. Like always trust that, because it's coming from your angels. And they know what's going to happen to you. You know, they know how you can get through it. That's why I said always follow that advice and guidance that you receive intuitively. I see you separating, being withdrawn from this person this weekend. Something is tempting you. For some of you, this could be that you've stepped out on this person before. Maybe you're tempted to do this again, or somebody's tempting you to step out on them for the first time, and that's where your choose wisely is coming in at. You're not sure what to do. You're not sure if you should stay in this connection, in this marriage, or leave and start something new elsewhere. Let's see what's going on for Aries this weekend.
I've done the two-tone color scheme, and
what's
the
going on with
colors
Aries
have
this
just washed
weekend?
out completely, which isn't at all what I was going for.
Let's see. Alright, so Aries,
it's the most amazing feeling, and I'm really
you received number 2 journey. So a lot of you are saying that have started off on something spiritual. With the spiritual union card, it's saying a lot of you have started this journey with someone who's also spiritual, of a spiritual nature. So it's saying like recently getting married to someone, y'all both spiritual, or y'all on this certain journey. It could be speaking on that being the journey, like this person being your soulmate or your twin flame, and you being able to grow with this person. Rest and rejuvenate. It is saying while you're on this journey though, don't overwork yourself. Don't put too much on yourself and you can handle that at one time. It's saying everything is going to manifest for you in divine timing. Everything is going to come to surface and be healed in divine timing. It's saying everything you're going through currently, it shouldn't have a timeline. You shouldn't put a personal timeline on it. You should just understand that eventually it's going to manifest for you and things are going to turn around in your favor. Like it was shown before, you really need to focus on your positive movements forward. Focus on making these dreams a reality. Just daydreaming about it, it's not going to make this happen. Also, not resisting these temptations that are being sent to hold you back. It's going to hinder your dreams as well. You're being tested right now. That's why you're so stressed. You feel like everything's crumbling down on you. In reality, you're being tested to see if you're ready for this next level of your life, or if you're ready to move forward with what it is you want. I feel like they're just seeing if you truly want what it is you keep telling them you want. So it's saying even though you feel like everything's hitting the fan right now, it's not. It's really not at all. It's building you up for something else. Let's see what's going on with Aries this weekend. Let's see what's going on with Aries this weekend. Weekend messages for Aries. Final 3. What are the final 3 messages for Aries? Weekend messages. Alright, so you receive change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That's what that Knight of Wands up there is about. It's literally saying unless you move forward with these ideas that continue to replay over and over in your head, you're not going to get anywhere. sitting and daydreaming about a dream you have, that's one thing, but it's saying you literally have to put into action to make this manifest for you. It's not just going to fall in your lap. So this is saying you need to make the necessary changes to move you closer to these dreams. If something in your life or someone in your life is not helping you, they're hindering you. There's only two choices. It's not an in-between. Either they're helping you get somewhere or they're trying to keep you from getting there. And it's saying that you need to make sure you're dealing with people accordingly. These temptations as well. If it's not helping you get there, it's hindering you. So you need to let go of habits, addictions, anything that's holding you back. Even if it's like spending money so you can't save, whatever it is. That's the temptation of the addiction that it's speaking on. But that's what it's speaking on, holding you back. That needs to be released at this time. What else do we have for Aries? You receive self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So a lot of you have light working abilities that is saying they want you to do something with. They want you to bring these to surface and help other people. It's saying there's something you can do to make someone else's life easier or help them realize their full potential. So it's saying that they really want to make sure you're doing that at this time. Self-esteem is also speaking on the fact that they want you to believe in yourself. It's saying you're doubting yourself while you have people who are looking up to you. It's literally what this card is saying. So they want you to step in your power completely and remember who you are and what you came here to do. Last but not least, let's see what the last Aries message of the weekend is. Last but not least, you receive love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So that's another thing. The reason why I'm saying not to stress about that situation, they want you to try to understand where that person is coming from, even if you don't agree. It's really not for you to agree. It's more so for you to see something from someone else's point of view, understand it, and help them through it. So they don't want you to look at this situation. Like I said, it's not supposed to stress you. It's testing you. And then another thing is they're not wanting you to judge this individual. Whoever this person is saying they have a lot of healing to do within themselves as well. They're projecting their pain off onto you. It's coming out as anger, but that's really what it is. It's a lot of things they have to heal that they haven't done the healing work on. So it's saying try not to judge them. View them as a mirror and see what it is you can see in them. Like maybe we have the same qualities. Maybe I need to fix this and you need to fix this too. And that's why we bump heads, or that's why we don't get along. It's literally saying that once you look at this situation and this person from a place of love. Because that's going to get rid of the worries. That's going to get rid of the, resentment or whatever you have toward this person or this situation if you look at it from a different perspective.